Hi. Okay, this section's short and sweet, and it's really just about effective staging. And the reason it's here is because a surprising number of teachers don't use effective staging for their reading tasks, reading or listening actually. Okay, so let's recap the stages of a reading lesson. So first of all, you need to understand as a teacher, before the students do, what genre you're looking at, what's the context and how you're going to scaffold this. And also, how much scaffolding do the students need? This will depend on the length of the text, the level of the vocabulary, how known it is to them, how interested they're going to be in it. Yeah. So you need to decide. So for example, a recipe is going to be likely to be more complex on vocabulary than on the understanding the meaning of the actual word, overall meaning conveyed in the text. So you're balancing genre, context, and how much you are going to support the students through the reading. From there, we move to a GIST task, and GIST generally tests global understanding. Imagine I phone you at home and I say, can you look on my desk for that piece of paper that ... So can you summarise what the text is about in just a few words? And that often gives you the tip to what the global gist is. Basically, it's who's doing what, to whom, where, and for what reason. Okay? Not too detailed, broad strokes. Then you have your detailed reading, and that's where you want to go into much more closed questions, yes, no, decode the actual text in far greater detail. Comprehension questions, commonly known as. And the last part is the text at a deeper level, and this will be given opinion on, or how would you assess the writer's attitude? So attitudinal opinion type questions. So this is the third stage of the text. Now, don't get me wrong, there may be more than one type of GIST task. It may be, for example, matching the headline with the text, and then you may have a second GIST task. Global tasks may be a jigsaw reading and comprehension questions. So again, we've just gone back. And the last part is a follow-on task. Yeah. So what are you going to do with that text? Students get really, really frustrated in class when they're given a text, they're tested with various questions on it, and nothing happens with it. So your text is a vehicle for ideas, for language, and it's a springboard. Use it as one of those things to get more bones out of it, but also to give the students a sense of purpose. Otherwise, you can very quickly put students off reading in class. It's like, what's the point? If I keep my head down, she won't know that I haven't understood all the comprehension questions. And we're not going to do anything with it anyway, so what's the point? So the follow-on task is critical in order to give purpose to the original reading. Okay, I've got a friend of mine a long time ago, James Heath O'Ryan, created a framework for lessons. And I've downloaded for you the part on staging a reading lesson. And I've asked you to see if you can create a stage an aim for every stage of a reading lesson. Now, any other lesson you may omit stages, but this is a very complete one. If you can do it easily, as you move into teacher training, keep the document. You'd be surprised how rarely the teachers can complete aims. Okay. So, the role of lesson plans. As a reader of lesson plans, make sure that each stage in the reading is logical. One stage needs to feed into the next. that something is done with the reading task in order so that it's used in some way, so that in order to validate it.